everybody, this is Hellcat back at you again with another cool video. Today's video is the continuation of the Billet Technologies engine bling for the Trackhawk. Yes, in the first video we got to see the unboxing. Sorry we couldn't do the unboxing and the installation in one video, but we had 10 to 12 pieces. Takes a little bit of time to unpack all these things, hermetically sealed by Nick Billet at Billet Technologies. Thank you, Nick, for carefully packaging them, but it'd take a while to unbox everything. But I hope you enjoyed that video. Now we're going to install everything. We're going to install this on the Trackhawk. Yes, by the time you see me doing this, it's already on the Trackhawk, but we're going to see the video now. It's now highly edited. Get right to business, and we're going to install, and you get to see the final product. So without further ado, enjoy the rest of the Billet Technologies engine bling video for the Trackhawk. Enjoy. Okay, so what we're going to be installing today, we're going to go from left to right. Well, we're going to go clockwise here because I think we're going to go back around in a clockwards. This is what we're going to install. So first we're going to install the SuperCharger coolant cap. Next we're going to do the brake fluid cap. Next we're going to do the oil fill cap. We're going to do the washer fluid cap, the AC compression cap, the radiator cap, and then the engine coolant cap. Last but not least, I don't know what we're going to do. We're probably going to save this for last. This is the electrical box cap, and then of course the bypass valve cover cap that has 707 horsepower on it. So we're going to do this in a clockwork sense. We got our installation tool. I just went over again how to install everything. So without further ado, let's get this party rocking. So first things first. Okay, first things first. Let's see what we're going to do. SuperCharger coolant cap. All right, take this off. A lot of threads on this. Okay, a lot of threads. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. We're going to use the exact same, sorry about that. We're going to use the exact same cap. This is just a cover. So with that, I'm just going to put the cover on. Put the cover on, put the set screw on, and then put it back on, and it'll be done. In fact, this actually might be better off now that I see it. I'm going to put this back on because I want this to line up correctly, and I don't really know where it's going to line up. So I'm going to put the cap back on. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to put it back on. I'm going to put the cap, this cap on. I'm going to do the set screw, and then I'll show you how it looks. It's back on. So I think the way it's going to go on is right on top, like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the set screw out. So let me do that next. Okay, so I'm going to take the set screw. Sorry, the camera's too close there. Take the set screw, just move it out just a tad until it's flush. All right, don't want to loosen it too much because if I lose this set screw, okay, set screws out, let's pop it in. All right, popped it in okay. Let's do the set screw. All right, not going anywhere. It looks good. Looks good, looks good. Let me cut over, show you real quick how it looks, step by step. There it is. Looks absolutely fantastic. So that's part one. Number one engine bling complete. Let's go to step two. Okay, next I'm going to take the brake fluid cover. Okay, so this is the brake fluid cover. Take a look at that. I'm going to put the brake fluid cover on. I'm going to take the set screw out. I'm just moving out just a tad. All right. That just a tad. I'm going to put it on, screw it on, show you. Ah, It's on and I put it on straight. Oh, look at this. All right. You gotta see this. I know it took a while to put on there, but here, let's take a look. All right, with some finagling, I finally got this on here, and trust me, it looks 1,000% better than the other cap. So it's on there good. It's not going anywhere. It's on there firm. It's not going anywhere. So now we're happy. All right, so this one's done. Brake fluid cover complete. All right, next we have the washer cover. So washer cover. So remove the stock cover. Let's get the instructions out. The seat. All right. So I don't know if you should put this over or replace it. So I believe what OCD did, he replaced it. And I think he had issues with it. So I'm going to try a couple of things. I may put it over. If that doesn't work, we're just going to put it on the best we can. There are no set screws. There is a set screw, so it must go over the original cap. All right, taking the old one off. Now, can this go on top? Hey, Karen. No, it can't go on top. So this is the cap. So we're gonna put this on. The set screws here, so we're gonna figure out a way to get the set screw on. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not on there like it is with this cap. And my concern is I'm gonna do the set screw. It's not gonna be an issue, but it just seems like every time I add washer fluid, do I have to mess with the set screw each time? Jury's still out on this one, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to do the set screw and then we'll see what happens. Okay, set screws in, I figured it out. This is cool stuff because this video hopefully will help those that are interested in buying these parts. I'm going through some growing pains putting them on, but this is why you watch this video, so you can just learn from me, and when you install yours, you'll definitely have a better experience. Why am I wearing two watches? I have no idea. I forgot to take one of them off. Sorry about that. I don't. The video's now ruined because I'm wearing two watches. No, I brought it down to charge it and I forgot to take it off before. Okay, so I digress. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so the windshield wiper cap is installed. The trick is the set screws right here. Set screws right here. So basically the way I figured it out was if you were to lift it, if you were to lift it up straight, it's not gonna work because it's tied here. But if you lift it up to the side and then pull it over like this, it comes right out. And then when you put it back, you make sure you go off to the left and then click it onto the right. When I take it to the dealership, what I think I might have to do is I'm gonna take the cap off when I bring it in for servicing and put the yellow cap back on. I don't think they're gonna know how to do that and I don't want them to break it. So it looks good. On to the next cap, which I believe is going to be the radiator cap. Radiator cap. Okay, let's get going. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be the oil cap. Because again, we're going clockwise here. So let's go with the oil cap. Oh, this is just the stick. So what I'm going to do is this has got sticky stuff. This is the oil cap. Got the sticky stuff. We're going to install it. We're going to make sure it's nice and clean first. So basically you want to make sure it's clean, no oils. It's only had one oil change, so I'm just going to. All right. That is as clean as it's going to get. This is synthetic oil, that's why I had it on the brain. Take this. Alright, note to self, the backing is what I'm trying to get so I can get to the sticky stuff. And it's not the easiest. Finally! Oh my god, one strip off. I didn't want to take the whole thing off. It was a hurricane today. Damn, it's windy. Alright, stick this sucker on. Wish me luck. Alright, it's on. Give you a close up. Alright. It's on there. It should just I'm going to take the cap off, put it back on. That's all it needs to do, and that installation's complete. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, the next one's the radiator cap. So again, this has a set screw. I think it's just going to be easier to leave the cap on. Does it say to take it off? Yeah, orient the profile of the back of the billet cover with the stock radiator cap. Press firmly on the seat and then do the set screw. So let's just do that. It's going to go right here. Ah, I gotta loosen the set screw, Ral. Come on. That's why it's not going on. All right. I loosened the set screw. Ah, that's the ticket. That's the ticket. I know you don't want to see my ass, so I'm gonna do it on this side. All right, radiator cap's on. Let's take a close-up of that. All right, that's looking good. Set screws in place. I mean, radiator cap's in place. 6.2 liter. Love it. 6.2 liter. Supercharged. 707 is next. After we do the coolant, engine coolant cap. Engine coolant cap is next. All right, what are the instructions for this? Remove factory cap completely, and then we snap the billet replacement cap onto reservoir neck. Tighten the set screw with a wrench provided, and make sure the cap is secure. So this is a replacement, not a cover. So first step, take off the old one. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Throw this away. Oh, I'm throwing it away. I'm just putting it away. Got the cap, put it firmly secure. Set screw. Loosen set screw first. Loosen set screw. Ooh, that's gonna look good. I'm just turning the set screw until it's snug. The only thing again is, how would you replace it? I guess we're not going to tighten the set screw as much to get it off, so that goes into place. Yeah. Sometimes I don't trust it, so note to self, on these two, I love the way it looks, but I think when it goes in for service, I'm going to have to take these two caps off. I don't want this stuff flying off. She's firm, not going anywhere. I'll give you a close-up of it. All right, engine coolant cover is on. We have 2 more pieces to go, and the installation will be complete. Okay, I'm debating whether or not to do the big piece or the 707 horsepower piece. I don't know. Let's do the big piece. I think the 707. That's like the icing on the cake. Not to say that this big bad boy is not, but nonetheless, I mean, it's got the big adhesive, and we already know that we've already had issues with it, but I know better now. I think it's like gonna be a lot easier to work with because these are big strips versus the small. So let's do that next. It's been pretty scratched up. Let me see what's going on here. I already noticed that my fuse cover is a little bit scratched up. I don't know why that is. I do use it on occasion, but nonetheless, I'm going to do my best to make sure that it doesn't get scratched in the future. So next step is going to be to peel this off. Peel in the back. Ooh, peel number 1. A lot easier at these big pieces. I knew that the big pieces were going to be a lot easier. There's got to be an easier way. Ah, here we go. All right, we got it off. So let's do this. This is a big ass piece of bling. Not much to it. It just goes on. Ah, and it's okay. That's funny. OCDs, I guess the 2019 must be different because he said he had a problem getting this plate open. But let's take a look. I mean, as you can see, he had a problem where he could only barely get his up like a little bit. Mine is going up almost the entire way. So I think this is not a bad piece. It's got my fingerprints all over it, but I'll clean that up in a minute. They say you have to use mineral oil to clean this, and I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to use a little bit of water. No soap, just a little bit of water, get some of that off. Maybe just I have my eyeglass. Oh, let's do this. This should get rid of some of his fingerprints. This is the biggest piece, so this is going to be known, and this was a little bit dirty, so this is going to be the biggest challenge to keep clean, but so far so good. I got one more piece to put on, and we're going to be done. Woohoo! I'm so happy. Oh, I take that back. We got this radiator cap cover. So let's figure out where this goes, and then we can put my 707 horsepower piece on that. It's going to be so great. I'm thinking it goes here. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for it to go here. So it's going to go there. I'm going to put this, get my wrench. It goes right up here. And it's the most logical spot because it's going to be where you can see it. Yeah, I'm going to do the set screw on this side. You know what? I'm going to do it on this side because if it ever needs service, I don't want them to guess at it. I don't mind set screws in plain sight. All right, it's on there. I may adjust it. I mean, you can see that from here, right? So I'll do a close up real quick. So that's what it's going to look like. I don't know about having the set screw there. I'm going to have to play with it. I'm just going to see how often I might need this to be serviced because the set screw is important because if they don't know how to get it off, that could be a problem. And if they see the set screw, they could figure that out. So for right now, I'm going to leave it as is, but I might change it later on. But for right now, I'm going to leave it as is. All right, the last piece, the 707. Oh man, this looks so good. Look at that. That's just, Everybody's going to say, what if you don't keep it 707? Well, if I don't, it's going to say it. We don't want to advertise what it, if it's anything more than this, we don't want to advertise it. So what's the instructions on this? Bypass cover installation instructions. All right, first make sure the bypass valve area is clean to avoid any abrasions. Upon sliding the part into place, line up the BT part with the stock bypass valve and push the part into place until it stops pulling. It's on. It's on. That looks really good. I can't believe you can't leave this on permanently, though. I would think, unless you're racing, I can't see how this thing can come off because it's on there pretty good. It's on there pretty good. I'll have to read up on why I have to take this off every time. I'm going to have to call up Nick and ask him. So, engine bling is done. So let's just recap again. So we have our SuperCharger coolant reservoir cap, going clockwise here. We got the oil cap, we have the AC cap, we have the brake fluid cap, we have the windshield wiper cap, we have the 707 cap on top of the valve cover cap. Of course, we have the oil catch can that we installed earlier. We have the radiator cap, and we have the engine coolant cap, and we have the fuse box cover. Oh my God, this looks so good. Bling to the bling, bling, bling. The next step is I gotta clean this up. That's gonna be it. That's my OCD talking. Gotta clean this up next. I'm gonna take a quick picture for Instagram, and then the next project when it comes in, the leg maker. I think once the leg maker comes in and all this other stuff is in place, this is going to be the engine bling. This is going to be the envy of all Trackhawks, I think. I don't know. I might be biased, but yeah. We're going to take a quick snappy of that. All right, looks good. All right, let me give you my final thoughts. One more walk around. Fuse cover, SuperCharger radiator cap, oil cap, AC cap, brake cover cap, windshield wiper fluid cap, the bypass valve cover cap, the Billet Technologies oil catch can, the radiator cap, and the engine coolant cap. Woo! That's a lot of bling. That's a lot of bling. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of bling. Plus the oil catch can. I told you it was like 12 pieces of bling. So there it is. Hey guys, I almost forgot. I forgot to put the oil dipstick in there. I'm gonna just dry fit this for now. Let me just show you what I discovered here. The length is not the same. So if you noticed here, this is where we line everything up, and at the end where you measure the oil, I just don't think it's a match. So if I ever have to check the oil for reals, I'm going to use my own engine dipstick. This is another part, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and put the regular one in if I ever bring it in for service. But if I am ever concerned about the oil, this is not really showing me a low oil properly because of the length here. So that's just something I got to let Billet Technologies know. It's not the same length. I mean, even as possible, but that is not the same length. And the indicators are not the same. So, all right, we'll have to work on that. Let me just put this in real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm gonna put this in. Again, this is not even the right one. I mean, it looks good, but again, it's not the right one. It's not the one I ordered. So, so what I'll do is I will, I'm going to send a quick email to Nick Billet, let him know about a couple of things, and everything else looks good. So we'll take another quick look at everything. And again, engine bay complete. It's full of bling, 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 bling. That's it. We'll splice this in somehow. Well, I hope you enjoyed the installation of the Billet Technologies engine bling for the Trackhawk. Again, we have 11 pieces of bling that we just put on. Whew! That's a lot of bling, baby. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I know there were some growing pains with it, but you just had to know where to put the set screws, what to take off, what to leave on to do the installation. Now that you know my growing pains, if I had to do it all over again, it'd be like snap, 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 snap. But I think I'm one of the first people to do it this in depth all over the engine bay. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button and share this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash the subscribe button, click the bell notification to see more videos. We have more installations to come. We have the leg maker coming in for the Trackhawk. We have a few more things coming in. Once I have this stuff in, you'll probably see it on Instagram, a quick announcement. And then of course, I'll be posting the video on YouTube, sure enough, as soon as I get it through the editing room. As soon as I get this through the editing room, you'll see it right away. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support. I want to get the subscriber count up. I know we'll be doing really well with that, but I want you to share this video with as many people as you can. Appreciate you watching. This is Hellcat saying, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're having a great day and enjoy the rest of it. Thank you for watching, and without further ado, we'll just say the quick peace. A double peace. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.